Now I gotta ride or die.
Right, welcome back to... Happy with that angle? There, that looks good. See the whole truck now. Ah. Right, so welcome back to the channel. I'm going to try and do this in one take. I understand this channel, especially, and me selling cars, creates interesting feedback. So, about, I'd say 6 months ago, I finished this. I'd finished the truck and was driving it pretty much every day. I was daily driving it every day anyway, obviously after the stickers and stuff. Went to get the brakes done, did a service, all that sort of stuff, so it meant that the truck was actually a little bit easier to drive on a daily basis. Now I get that people don't understand how I do things sometimes, and there is a little bit of resentment for that, so I'm going to try my best to actually explain a lot of things that I not necessarily hasn't covered up or anything, but I just haven't explained myself more than anything. I want to make sure that if you're watching this on your phone, your laptop, your TV, whatever, that you know full well what I'm doing. Recently, especially after the RS3 and the 106, I've been very transparent about what I do, and I want to I've made a big sort of list of what I actually need to talk about, because we do need to have a serious chat on this channel. The hate and the nasty comments and stuff has literally got out of hand so much that I really need to address them. If you hear dog noises in the background, that is definitely the dogs, mid-dogs eating their dinner. Something's going on behind there. Anyway, so I want to make sure I'm putting across a really good message on this channel. I'm trying my hardest to just promote being happy, being content, but also having ideas, dreams, and a plan. Always having a plan for next cars, next things to buy for your house, clothing, the way your body looks, anything. I try and sort of push that across, and I think I've really had the lines blurred for a very long time on this channel. So hopefully this video, more than anything, will explain my actions in the past and in the present. Like right now, this truck is in fact for sale, as you guys will probably know. You've seen it on eBay, or if it's still on eBay, I don't know at the moment, but basically this is for sale now. I've had my fun with it. The coronavirus has cut the UK car scene completely, stopped in its tracks, so all of the shows that I had booked for this year with this truck are over. Players Classic was the main one. I wanted to take that to it, and in fact Players Classic, which would have been mid-June, end of June, would have actually been the sale date of this truck. I would have had a for sale sign in it, and it would have gone up for sale, because that would have rounded up my year with the truck. Again, I've reiterated this many times, especially at the moment, because I'm trying to get across what is going on and stuff, and how I'm able to fund cars like this. Simply, I keep a car for around a year. I have 3 different divisions, I suppose, of what I do. So this would be sort of the latter end, stuff that necessarily doesn't create a lot of content, but I want. So I try and tick that box with the I want side a lot. This being one of them, where it was an I want car. I knew it wasn't going to create a load of hype on the channel and the internet, and pictures wouldn't get as many likes on Instagram and stuff. And yes, I understand that isn't, you know, the be all and end all of what happens here, but at the end of the day, this is still a business. Again, just trying to be completely transparent. So, as my last video, the dreaded talk of money and stuff, this does not fund itself whatsoever. That is not a reason to sell whatsoever, because I wouldn't have bought it if my intention was to just make money out of it. That wouldn't be why the truck exists in my life. The real goal for this truck was to enjoy it, and I've had, yeah, I'll cut it short, but 10 solid months of enjoyable driving. Yes, I haven't probably showed you guys on a daily or weekly basis that I'm actually enjoying this thing, but I've driven it to the gym, you know, multiple times through December, through the winter. I've enjoyed going to the shops in it. I've been to the post op. Like, I have daily driven this thing, albeit every other day, since I've bought it. Yes, we, you know, put it to one side when the brakes went out, and, you know, I've driven other cars or we're on trips and stuff, but the main reality is, every time I've been around and it's a nice day, this has been out. It's been enjoyed thoroughly. I've put thousands of miles on it. I've done trips to Essex in it. I've had my fair share of fun in this thing, so I'm pretty content with that. I understand there's people out there that think that having a car for a period of time is enjoying it. For me, yes it is, but I try and make sure that time counts. My year with this, you know, say I'm 30, going up into my early 30s, I would like to then get into something else. That's just my ideas that I've written down. And again, as I've said multiple times, there is a huge list of cars that I want to buy. The RS3 obviously isn't going anywhere for a very long time. We've done a lot of work to that car as per the 106. So there is only one other car that can sort of go to buy something else. And although I'm not selling this to buy something else, it's just its time. That's just what happens. So my personal cars, unlike the 106, which yes I bought for personal reasons but knew that it would be very enjoyable to watch, like the RS3 where it's a bigger build, more expensive, and again enjoyable to watch, I bought this specifically for me to drive around and enjoy. Just trying to make myself very, very clear here that what people are putting in comments and what you hear and see just isn't the reality. It is not a reality whatsoever. Yeah, hope that clears that part up. Now we're going to get into the real nitty gritty stuff. So basically I'd say over a year ago now, I actually said that I was reselling the Rice Fiesta, a car that destroyed this channel. It destroyed me as a person for a very long time. And at the end of the day, the last ever time I uttered those words of Rice Fiesta was probably a couple of days before I got death threats about it. Yeah, that actually happened, and I seriously lost my faith in humanity and YouTube and the platform and building cars and everything, because at the end of the day, people didn't understand reasons and stuff at the time, and I just let people frolic on and do whatever they wanted with comment sections and stuff. Now, look at it this way. So, the MX-5 that was on the channel, that went, I bought a Saxo. Not straight after, but with that, you know, money or whatever it was, I bought the Saxo with it. Now, didn't like the Saxo, thought it was alright, MOT'd it, blah blah, we won't get into that, but it died at the MOT station, and I thought, well, I'm just going to buy a 106 GTI. Therefore, I bought a 106 GTI. It isn't that hard to, you know, understand. Yes, I've not been as transparent in the past about it. So say that's like the middle section of cars. I dip in and out of little smaller projects. Always got a bigger one going on, which is the X6, when all of this sort of Rice Fiesta stuff happened, and then it went into the RS3. So that's that side of stuff, so more expensive stuff. We've got the middle lane, which is, you know, the £1,000 cheaper cars like the MX-5, the Saxo, the 106. So again, being very, very transparent with you guys, because you need to understand how this all works, because people simply don't understand. They think I just, oh, I can't be asked for this today, I'm going to sell it. It is a planned and orchestrated weekly, monthly execution of cars and things and everything. So the Rice Fiesta, that I saw those comments and I thought, do you know what, why am I doing this for people that like literally sending me death threats? I'm going to go and buy something that I actually want to be driving around, and I don't care if anyone likes it. So sorry, but that's what I bought. Comment sections won't like that, but that's what I did. Now we're a year on, I've had my fun with it, I've had my personal fun, didn't have to share it with everyone, but I've enjoyed it. Now I personally want to sell this thing. That doesn't make me a bad person. And yes, the money from the Rice Fiesta that was being spent on it actually put in a pot, bought a pickup truck. That's the reality of how much money was being spent on that thing. So going full circle, now we're here selling this. I have another little pot of money that I've been saving that the Rice Fiesta would have been quite happily dipping into the tens of thousands of pounds. It now means that I have enough money to go and tick another dream car off my list. Does that make me a bad person? I don't think so. It makes everyone hate me, but that's fine. It isn't about that. It's me trying to tick off cars in my automotive dreams and all that sort of stuff. So I've done this now. It's happened and I've enjoyed it. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content and stuff. But you need to understand that if I want to sell something and I have a pot of money here and the car is the only reason that money isn't being topped up for the next car, chances are, if I think it's time, it's time. Hope that makes sense. A lot of people are really going to hate me for this, but I literally have been through the motions and I've seen everybody's comments and I see it all, and you just don't know what that does to a person. And it means that thankfully I come out the other side enjoying my own personal cars and stuff, and I didn't have to document the whole thing, and I am being transparent with you guys, because at the end of the day, all the haters out there giving it the big one, you ain't in this position. You don't see the horrible comments about you. You don't see the negativity. You don't see the dislikes before a video even goes live. It's just silly. At the end of the day, that's what's happening. The truck is for sale. It might be sold by the time this video goes out, I'm not too sure. But I want to do a positive spin on this, that the reality of what you see, the comments you see on the internet, if you keep doing what you want to do, you get what you want. If you work your arse off for the things you want, chances are, if you work your hardest, you get to live out those fantasies. If I listened to everybody else, this truck would not have been a part of my life. Why would I listen to anybody when this is what I wanted to be driving around in? It's silly, and I'm not knocking Fiestas or Chrysler or whatever. It's the people that destroyed that car. It wasn't me. I didn't destroy it. I just sat back and watched everybody just destroy that idea that I had. It was a yearly process, and anyway, we won't talk about the Rice Fiesta because it is a boring subject, but the reality is the money from the Rice Fiesta went into this. Now I have a little bit more money saved after a year of ownership of this. It needs to go to top up the money to get the new car. So, hope you guys understand. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, or maybe hopefully, I don't know when this video goes out again, it might be sold. We don't know, but I've really enjoyed myself with this thing, and I hope you guys understand. There'll be people leaving positive comments, and there'll be people being absolutely nasty in the comment section. I get to go and look at a new car soon, so that's cool with me, and I want to take you guys on that journey. I want you to experience these things with me. So yeah, super excited. Thank you so much for watching. Again, positivity on this channel, on the internet, in these current situations is key, so please remember to be positive in the comments, give this video a like, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you've got to this point in the video, you probably actually like my content and stay to watch the last bits of the videos. I'm going to let you into a little secret. I'm buying a Ford.